Sometimes these valves will leak out of the stem here. You have water dripping out of here. And it's just because the yoke is loose or it's bypassing a little bit of water. This one doesn't have it. Sometimes they have a greaser. You put some food grade grease into it and it'll seal it. But if it doesn't, you undo these two nuts that hold the packing in place. And you lift it up the stem. Then you take your oakum remover, a screwdriver or something, pry out your old oakum, remove it, and put in new stuff. The new stuff, there's many different sizes. There's quarter, 5/16, 3/8, half inch. There's a bunch of them. But this is the oakum. And when you do it, you take a certain length of it, like just put it around the shaft. Just put it around the shaft like that, and it'll give you an idea how much you need. And then you cut it. And when you cut it, make sure that you cut it on an angle. And when you cut it, you should have a jackknife or something. Whenever you cut this stuff, make sure you cut it on an angle, 45 degrees. Because when you put your two pieces of oakum back together again, when it goes around the shaft, because it's cut on 45 degrees, you take both halves and they go together like that. And it continues the rope, and then it doesn't leak. And when you do this, it's usually 3 to 4 pieces go in. You put one piece with a connection here, then you put another piece with a connection in a different spot, like up here. So your connections are never one on top of the other. They're opposite one another. And then you just put your stuffing box back, your nut back in, tighten up your nuts. And on a high lift pump, it's supposed to be about 4 to 5 drops a minute coming out. On this, it shouldn't have any. So if it's leaking, just keep tightening it down. Half a turn, top and bottom, each time you're doing it until it quits dripping. Then operate your valve. And once your valve is operated, if you find it dripping again, half a turn again until it quits dripping. And then it should be fine.